right, so good afternoon. Welcome to the 2024-2028 Capital Improvement Plan public hearing for the Equipment Maintenance Division of the CAO's office. We are at the beginning, or really the middle stages of the capital budget planning process, whereby we meet with all the departments and agencies that submit capital requests for the upcoming year, and we help and assist with planning out the upcoming 5 years to get a more comprehensive view of the facility needs or capital needs for the city. What we'll ask the representative from EMD is to go through the requests that were submitted for this year's budget and give a brief description of each and how they fit into their near-term goals for facility improvements and maintenance. And if we could go around the table for a round of introductions, and Larry Massey, the Deputy Director of City Planning.
Ted Smith, Director of Capital Projects.
Jacob Rowland, Project Manager with Capital Projects.
Kimberly Jr., Assistant CEO of Operations. I mean, the elbow restoration is a big ask. When I went over there, we built a new building. But you know, first thing I saw was it's not enough to handle the 3,000 vehicles that we have. It can handle light duty, it can handle one fire truck, maybe at a time. We have a fleet of fire trucks and a fleet of ambulances. So of course our guys are working out of an old building that's deployed. Like, the conditions are terrible, which we knew, right? They were bad. You know, a couple of options as I'm looking at. Johan is doing the scope, and it's kind of creeping. I'm probably going to do with Vincent Jacob. We may want to look at this building, another building, with the $10 million that I have, instead of trying to do the old. The reason we like the old one so much is it has withstood everything, right? It hasn't fallen. I mean, we were looking at the structural issues, not many. So you know, that's the thing. But it's also the new flood plans for building could be an issue. So that may cause us up. So we're going to get to that. I mean, right now we have $5 million in some FEMA money that we had, and then we have supposedly the next bond sale we're supposed to be getting another $5. I'm asking for, if this would cost for us to maybe redo the whole thing and get it back. That's what we're asking for. But I think we would need another. We have $5 million, so we would need another $15 million to get it back to that. So we would just need to look at that. But the city's fleet is critical. We went down on our fleet. If the fleet's not operational, neither is fire, neither is neither is EMS, neither is code enforcement. So I think that we need to make sure we are investing in it, because if not, other operations fall. And we've seen it when we did do lack of investment over there. So whatever we come up with is fine, but that is the main act. The electric vehicle infrastructure, there's a city council ordinance, a mandate that we go to clean fleet. Everything has to go before city council, but we don't have any infrastructure in place. So we can't follow the law if we don't have an infrastructure in place. We even go get the electric vehicles. Emergency response vehicles are pretty much just a schedule of replacing.
Hold up, Ken, before you jump. Let me jump up to the building first.
Yeah.
You know, FEMA, we designated this building as total.
Yeah.
You know, total devastation. So, you know, if we built back, we would have to build back. You know, just given the elevation of the building.
Yeah, we talked to Lenitra about that, and she was saying that we could, and we talked to risk management. We could get it insured. We would just have to make sure.
Yeah, that's flood properly.
Yeah,
flood
properly elevated and stuff. So we'll be able to get insurance on it and do it. So
okay.
It's really, we need another building. There's no way around it. The city is too big. That building is not built for us.
Yeah, and I'm just suggesting, you know, you're going for the home run in 2024.
Well, we
suggest you do a design build.
That's fine.
Breakout.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm already designing now, and I already have money for design. I mean, yeah, my design is already. They've been designing already.
You got a professional or architect?
Yeah, we have through Civics. We have
Pivotal.
Johan Pivotal. Yeah,
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He started already.
What's his schedule? You know, in terms of when he
he said he should have me some preliminary designs by next week. Or yeah.
Okay.
So he's been doing it for a few months.
Okay. So just loop us in.
I am. Jerry's been involved.
Okay.
And so just, we gonna wanna make sure it's viable.
Yeah.
The options and everything, so,
Okay.
that's where we at with it.
Okay. And on the electric vehicle, what's the scope? What is this?
Let's go, Ellen and them are handling that.
Okay.
Yeah, Ellen is a project that they're handling, her and Greg.
Oh, so
I just put their money
into that. Okay.
He's asking any money to
Gotcha.
do it. I'm not involved in that project, I'm gonna let them do that, but we're asking for the money to do it.
Yeah, I don't know the number of stations, but I know that they were looking at like level 2 charging.
And Kim, you mentioned in the Alvar restoration request, about an on-site Napa store, would they be leasing?
So the on-site Napa store is, we don't have to pay for anything, but just make sure it's clean and have the HVAC in it.
Mhm.
But the on-site Napa store, Jefferson Parish have it, and so it just gives you access to parts more quickly.
Right, right.
Yeah, so it's just, we're putting out a bid to do it, but Napa is pretty much the only person doing these stores.
And do they lease that space and sell to
Uh,
anyone, I guess?
It's through the agreement, they pay a little something to be there, but we get the benefits, like a cost benefit analysis to the city for them to be in there. Yep.
Okay.
Um,
More 3.
yeah, emergency response vehicles, these are, fire trucks and ambulances just over the course of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't done a good job as for, budgeting heavy equipment, so when a bucket truck goes down or a dump truck goes down, we just messed up, right? So we need to make sure we actually include it in our capital plan, a few $1 million to replace those things because they're critical. Our average age of fleet, we got an influx with some of the ARPA money.
Mm-hmm.
But unless we want to be in that exact same situation again, we need to make sure we continue to buy 1 or 2. A fire truck costs $1 million. Okay? So buy a fire truck, buy a couple of ambulances, buy some DPW equipment, asphalt paving. That's what this is for. Because we get a situation where everybody's stuff broken at the same time, and now everything's on fire.
Yeah.
So we don't have a true replacement strategy for our equipment that's our long-standing equipment. So we just need to do better with that.
Now, have you gotten, because we've talked to Parks and Parkways, NOFG, everybody's coming in with their vehicle requests. Have you gotten, itemized lists from those departments?
I have been doing that, but the capital ones, yes. But capital is only for heavy equipment.
Okay. Because I'm going to make sure that you get their requests anyway, so that
Yeah.
we can keep this coordinated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have some little small upgrades around some of the older facilities we have that we want to bring back online in 2025 once we get staffed up. There used to be 2 satellite sites that just need to be refurbished, like a little bit cleaner. They're just sitting there, we don't have no staff on them. But to get them back online, it's like $200,000 a piece to bring those back online. That's what they're looking for. And then I believe this heavy duty equipment is like for the DPWs of the world, sanitation, dump trucks, stuff like that. And property management extra state body truck. So we put that in there.
Okay.
And then we need some more tow trucks as well. So we asked for that too. So everything else is just the stuff that we haven't been able to buy for years. And that's what we have with that. All right.
I don't have any other questions.
All good?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
We're walking on building tomorrow.